Dun, 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 dun. I mean, it's winter, but and we got some winter blues, but we ain't gotta keep the vibes of winter, right? That's why I threw a little dun 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 dun. Beats by Polo. That's my dude, man. Polo Fields Lawn Field and Service. Go check him out. He dropped some hot fire today too. Well, actually, it was yesterday. So yeah. But anyway, it's really good. I'm pretty sure I shared it out on a community post. But yeah, we're here. So outside of the winter blues, let's see who we got in the chat. My man Cam. What's up, Cam? Cam's here in the building. Thank you for being here. And yes, we working. We're always working. Shirley Weems, how you doing? Maria Jackson, hey, how you doing? Maria Graham, hot turf and baby turf. Baby turf is sleep. Leave him sleep. Please leave him sleep. Bro, Latrice, how you doing? Sam, you like the vibes? Glad you like them. Extraordinaire, how you doing? Maria Jackson, we was back in where? Rico? Hey, we was back in Rico, kicking it, having a good time. What's up, Battle Yankee Sister Homestead? How you doing? Candy B, loving the vibe. That's good. That's good. So, what Cam say? I need some tequila in the beach. Me too. It is. These blues are real. But hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit tonight. I'm here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Matter of fact, if you want to join me up here, and you're not, see, look, y'all don't woke Little Turf up. I can hear him. Okay, Mama got him. I heard him now. If you want to hop up here with me, ask me some questions, chat with me. We're gonna try this again. I think I figured it out. I hope I figured it out. But I'll drop the link down there in the chat if you want to pop up, say hello to the kid. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I'm here. So what have I been up to in Germany? Well, today I dropped a lot of seeds. What's going on? There you go. Universe Soil Gardeners. We got 2 in the building right now. How you doing, Stacy? Thank you for being here. If you want to come up, I just dropped the link. I don't know if you're in a situation where you can do that, but come on, join the kid if you can. But I dropped a lot of seeds today. A lot of seeds. Matter of fact, one of the seeds that I dropped, I should have did it last month, but we'll be okay. We'll still be in good shape. I dropped a lot of pepper seeds. I recorded it. Video coming soon. I dropped a whole bunch of onions. I dropped eggplant, and I also dropped. It's fleeting me. It's fleeting me. Come on, let's pull it back in. Peppers, onions, quinoa. Quinoa. What's up, Evie? How you doing, man? I dropped quinoa. So I've never grown quinoa. I've never even seen a quinoa plant. But we're gonna grow it. We're gonna grow it from seed. And I got 2 different varieties too. So it should be pretty cool. Stay tuned for that. What else we got going on? I almost have all my seed for the lawn renovations. I got 3 different blends going, and I dropped this nugget on Cam's Live on the kickback the other night. I'm gonna be real mowing. That's REEL, real mowing. I'll be doing that this season. It's going to be a new thing for me. I'm deep diving head in, and I'm running 3 different grass types. Well, grass blends. Each one of them have 3 different grass types in them. I don't have any mono stands, which is one single type of turf. But I'm looking forward to it. What up, Aldo? Thank you for being here. So I'm gonna let you know which mower I'm going to be using since you're here. You spending your lovely time with me this evening. I'm going with the Hudson Star Reel Mower. It is an 11 blade manual reel mower. And this reel mower, they use it on professional grade turfs, PGA courses. Hudson, it's a family company, really good group of people. I reached out to them, super responsive. As soon as we got on the phone, we were vibing because Hudson, unbeknownst to a lot of people out there, they actually make a lot of demilling tools for the DoD and demilling ordnance specifically. So me being EOD, them doing what they traditionally do, we linked up like right away. All right, we got our first question for the night. Are ghost peppers hot? Absolutely. They're right up there with Carolina Reapers, your scorpions, the Sugar Rush peach pepper. Yeah, Scoville is through the roof. That's a hot pepper for sure. Hey, cousin Dorsha, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Like I said, if you're just dropping in a little late, I dropped a link in the chat. And if you want to come up and hang out, there it is. No pressure, no pressure. But nothing in particular we're talking about other than a little bit of winter blues. And I tell you, to get some soil underneath, well, they clean now. They clean. But to get some soil underneath these fingernails today, it felt good. Just the smell of the mycelium really put me in a good place. It did. And I was on the phone with my brother and while I was doing it, and I was like, bro, you need to drop some seeds. You need to refocus. You need to drop some seeds because I'm doing it right now and it feels so good. We still got a ways to go until we get outside, but it was a really good feeling. So yeah, what's this? Okay, Maria Jackson. Questions. Do you play baseball or is that in the protect the fam category? LOL, mine is next to me. I used to play baseball. I don't play too many sports. I'll play if it's like org day or, that's pretty much it. Like on the org day, I imagine I will start swinging the bat, throwing the baseball, throwing the football, all those things. I played every sport I could when I was a child. I even went to a soccer practice one time, got kicked in the shin, never went back. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need. And it's like, oh no, it's okay. You'll get used to that. I was like, I don't want to get used to that. Hard pass. So I never went back. Went to a rugby practice just to watch. Dude got a broken nose in practice. I was like, nah, hard pass. I'm good. Rugby's not for me. But I golfed. I played baseball. I played football. I even wrestled for a couple years. I lifted weights on a very serious note for a while. Even started to enter some competitions. I've done a lot. They call me Turf 3000 for a reason. I've done a lot. Lacrosse, played a little bit of lacrosse. But do I do any of those things now? Nah. I don't even watch sports. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't even watch them. All right, what's the difference between a reel mower and a regular, which is a rotary mower, right? So the rotary mower is a blade with two sharp edges at the end. Sometimes there'll be dual blades in them, like I think the Ego has dual blades, and it spins. It spins and it works off of that spin, creating a suction, and then it hacks the blade off. So think of it like, what are those things? A scythe? Scythe? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but think of that action. And then a reel mower acts more like a pair of scissors. Like it has a bed knife, and then so think of that as the part of the scissor that doesn't move. So this would be the bed knife, and then the blade that's coming is snipping the grass. It's much healthy. It's much more healthy for the plant, and it gives you a completely different look. And you're using that when you're trying to achieve a cut that's a half of an inch or less. So that's the difference. Boom. And they don't have to be manual. The one that I'm getting is a manual. It's not even here yet. It's ordered. It's on the way. It'll be here in a month or so. What's up, Game Nerd Mom? How you doing? Hey, Love Notes. It's been a long time. Glad to see you. What was this? I got my shin blown out in soccer too. Yeah, it only took one time. And the thing about it is, I was like, the majority of the practice was over. And it wasn't until like the last 5-10 minutes and somebody shin checked me. And I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not coming back. I walked off. I was like, I'm good. That was me with football pass. I watched them. What they do, they throw you in the ring and you got hit. You got popped one good time. He was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. What's up, Terrence? How you doing, man? Turf, you've done it all except from raise people from the grave. Dorshit is wild. I haven't done that yet. Yes. I see the new baby beard done came in. How you surviving? Look, it's rough. This is a little household terrorist I have. I'm serious. My wife, she don't like it when I call him that, but that's what he is. He literally spreads fear, discontent, and hate in this house. But I love him. And that'll be the only terrorist I'll never put my hands on in a negative way. I promise you. But in all seriousness, it's amazing. I was talking about this the other day, and I was like, how much my mental has shifted. Like I really didn't have a desire to record or even edit for a while, and nor did I have the energy. And today is the first day I felt like really refreshed in a long time. The wife and us, we split, we share the load. I try to be as active and as intentional as possible in my son's life. And the plan is to keep that running as long as possible until I'm gone. So until I'm gone, I'm running that. So I'm enjoying fatherhood. It's a whole new world. It is not easy. Hats off to single parents. My goodness, I just salute to you, because I want no parts of that world. Man. What we got here? Candy B. I hurt my back playing women's rugby in high school. First and last. Right. Some of these sports, whatever my son is interested in and he wants to play, I'm going to let him experience it. There's nothing really off the table, so to speak, when it comes to sports. There are concerns, as a responsible parent would be. Am I in the movement of the parents? No disrespect to them, but am I that parent who's going to say my child can't play any contact sports? No, I played every contact sport under the moon, and now I'm in the military. So that'd be very hypocritical of me if he's interested in it, wants to do it. Now I'm going to do my due diligence to expose him to as many things as possible, but I'm definitely not going to make him do something he's not interested in doing. But as I expose him to things, I'm going to make him follow through with certain commitments. So it's like, hey, do you want to try baseball? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's get you the equipment. Let's take you out there, get you on the team. Daddy, I don't like baseball. I don't want to play anymore. Cool. You won't have to play anymore when this season is over, because we're about finishing what we started. That's the only rule. That's the only thing I'm going to place on him and the other him or her that comes after him. I'm not going to keep making you do something that you're clearly not interested in, but you're going to finish whatever you started. That's my only rule. All right, what we got? Let's see what I missed. Oh, Sifting Some Soul, another universal soldier stepped in the building. How you doing? Glad you're here. Babies are such a blessing. I agree. He says, it's good to hear you got double team. You got a double team that little terriers, they will break you down, have you in tears. Yes, that's facts. That is facts. What we got? Cam. They wanted me to play receiver and got blind pop coming across the middle. At that point, I decided football. Nah, fam. There you go. One good hit will make you reevaluate some things. You be like, you know what? Nah. I like the idea of playing football. But you know what? I like football more when I'm watching it and not getting hit. Oh, I was on the chess team too. I fenced. I did some fencing back in like the 7th or 8th grade. Did some fencing. I've done a lot. I've done a lot. Hey, Lori, thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Reminding people to throw that thumbs up. I just dropped a link. Y'all want to come up here and hang out? Whoever, anyone. Lynette Tucker, hello, Veggie. Oh, okay. Let me start reading your mail. Best advice, Turf. Much respect. I assume that you meant like not letting him quit things that he started. And, you know, as a parent, I can now say this. I know I'm green. I'm super green, but bear with me. I think, and this is actually pulling from this book that I'm reading right now. I'm in 2 different books, workshop groups. The Intentional Father is the book we're reading. And it's this book right here. If you know anyone that is new or old to fatherhood, let me make sure you can see that. Author is John Tyson. Get them this book. And I say that to say, what you learn in that book is you got a very limited amount of time with your children. Think about it. In the best case scenario, you have them under your roof for a quarter of their life, sometimes a third of their life. And you only have a certain amount of time. Let's say your children are going to leave your house and they can only take 2 bags with them. And I'm not talking about the bags with 4 wheels that roll nice and clean through the airport. I'm talking about old school luggage that you got to carry in your hand, right? They only get 2 bags. And in those 2 bags is filled with everything you gave them to be able to survive and thrive and win out in this world. With that being said, you got to think very meticulous about the things that you fill that bag with before they leave your home. So it's already got me thinking, like, what kind of life skills do I want my son to have? What kind of basic things that I know that he's not going to get from a public or private school education, like balancing a checkbook, filing your taxes, changing a tire, washing dishes, filling up a dishwasher properly, making a bed. Like, it goes on and on and on. And ounces equals pounds, pounds equals grams. Pounds equals paints. Man, I messed that all the way up. Ounces equals pounds, pounds equals pain. So you have to be very intentional about what you put in those bags. So that's just something I keep in mind every day. I look at his face like, what am I going to make sure you leave my home with when that day comes? So check that book out. Turf 3000, we told you. Check that book out. It's a great gift to any fathers or fathers to be. I promise you, you won't regret it at all. So my son was talking about football. So I pulled a YouTube video with a compilation of hits. He wasn't so interested anymore. Stacy, you did it wrong, Stacy. Dang, Stacy. You're supposed to let him go out there and feel them hits. It builds character. Come on now. Nah, Turf, I had to let them stop. Every week a kid had a broken arm playing football, using big layers to break them up and using big players to break them up in practice on purpose. Yeah, so, and, you know, I'm going to prepare little Turf for any and everything under the moon. That means when you misbehave, you're doing push-ups. Okay, now sit-ups. Okay, now air chair. My dad used to tell me, either you're going to be real strong or you're going to be well obedient, a very well obedient child. I was both. He got me strong. So I think, when you have a child and they're not the strongest, and this is knowing the limitations of your child, maybe put them in a Pee-wee league, something to kind of ease them in. Don't throw them in there with the wolves, and make sure that you're talking to the coaches and they have certain ethics about them, because what that coach did isn't necessarily what the next one to do. And just because you're playing basketball doesn't mean it's any safer than football. You think on the surface it is, but it's not. But I understand. T3. Here we go. Oh, I swam for a little bit. I'm terrible at it though. I never even tried out for the team, but I did try out for the team. My son's swim team, football, basketball, and I did run track. Equipment is expensive. Happy is now grown. Now he can buy it for himself, right? I did run track. I did 50-meter dash. I used to play softball, and I did cheerleading for 3 years. Never did the cheerleading thing. Definitely remember getting kicked in the face and hitting the forearm with a softball. Shoot, you can get kicked in the face at cheerleading practice, And I think, for the person that lets their child cheerlead versus not letting them play football, that is a heck of a gamble, because I've seen some falls. I have seen some falls. I wanted to, y'all gonna laugh at this, but I wanted to go to tap dancing school. My mom, if you're watching, she can validate this. And literally, I did something in school, and whatever I did in school, it nixed it, because the practice for it was like on the other side of town, and I really wanted to do it. And then the shoes aren't cheap at all. So whatever I did in school, it took it off the table. So I'm sure she and her pockets were happy that I messed up in school. And yeah, hey, Sister Sue, that was awesome. Life skills has to be in that luggage, right? Has to be. My mom had her mister and my brothers do sit-ups and push-ups as teen, have full six-packs at 15. Hey, to do it. And do some pull-ups too. Flu. What up, Flu? Man, new parents are the greatest. They remind us of how we used to think. Then reality hits. Cheerleading is dangerous. I know firsthand, right? He's got his little princess in cheerleading, Polo does. But yeah, so what are y'all doing in the lawn? What are you doing in the garden? Are you having any issues in your lawn or in your garden? Because I know seasons are different. Are you having any concerns in your lawn and garden? Any more questions you'd like to ask while we're here tonight? Like I said, completely unstructured. This is Turf Uncut, baby. Uncut means you get me unfiltered, It's me unfiltered plus the turf being your domain, your home, whether it be grass or the garden. It's uncut. Now, the caption is winter blues. We're all dealing with winter blues right about now, because we are deep into winter, but now we're about to start coming out of it. And before you know it, temps are going to be back on the rise. They'll have stuff out at the stores. I went to the store today, and right when you walk in, it hadn't been there before, but now they got seeds sitting, waiting for you as soon as you come in. I was like, oh, look at this. Let me see. I had to look, see if there was anything I didn't have, but literally I had the whole catalog. Had the whole catalog. My oldest sister in the 60s was an awesome rap dancer. You know what? That's cool. That's cool that was even a thing, to be a rap dancer. Winter cutworms still eating away. That's terrible. Now, yard hard, is it eating away at your plants? Are you trying to are you growing plants through the winter and they're coming up and they're cutting away at your new seedlings? Or are you in a place where it's warmer, maybe like Australia, and it's affecting your lawn? I'm just curious. I've never dealt with cutworms. If you were to ask me a question about them, I would literally go over here and be like, Google, let's figure this out. But yeah, just curious. Not rap tap dance. Okay. Because I was like, in the 60s, rap dancer? Okay. All right. You said it. You like it. I love it. Tap dancer. That makes a lot more sense. I really wanted to tap dance. I'm sure it was a movie I saw or something I saw, and it just made me interested in it. No different from like the fencing. I'm pretty sure like I saw somebody fencing on a Disney movie and was like, "Oh, I want to try that." And then, I went and I tried. Stayed after school. That's back when I was going to Alice Deal Junior High School. Luckily, my parents didn't have to buy any equipment. They had equipment that you could use until you went to competition. When you went to competition, you need to have your own stuff. So I did quite a handful of practices. I don't think I was any good at it, but I did it. I experienced it. It was cool. Moved on. What we got here? Okay, hold on, wait. Let me go back. Yankee, grass is under ice, gross. And getting ready to drop your pepper seeds soon. I dropped some of my pepper seeds today. I dropped Sugar Rush Peach, jalapeno lemon spice, and what was the other one? Golden Pippin's Golden Honey. Bow, that's what it is. Pippin's Golden Honey. I dropped those today. I went to each practice. They wouldn't let us inside. He was abusing them verbally, then putting his hands on them. Jets Summerfield racist. Whoa. So like, I'm not signing my kid up, a child, adolescent, on any team that I can't come to the practice. That's suspicious. It's already suspicious for me. I need to be able to be in there. I'm not trying to tell you how to do. I'll be what was his name? What's that Serena Williams and Venus Williams movie? I'll be King Richard out there. That's open up your stance. You better stop. I'm coming. Do you guys, as lawn care people, find yourself struggling knowing you can't do what you do in spring, dinner, and fall? How much do you miss it? Doing the spring during the fall. Retype that, Flu. Help me out. I'm trying to figure it out, but redrop that, bro. Cheerleading is really intense sport, especially competitive teams. Yeah. Oh, you talking to Polo? I'm all up in your mouth. In the long, cool season, but not true dormancy. We're here in Western Oregon. Oh man. So do you got some type of solution for that, Yarhart? Have you figured out how to manage them, or is there nothing you can really do? If you have nowhere to start and you just have no idea, hey, Toya, how you doing? I don't know if I caught you early. What's up, CB? How you doing? But, excuse me. If you don't know where to start, my cheat code is I usually go to domyown.com. I usually start there and I type in the pest, or if I have no idea, this is what I do. I type in the pest or the non-desired weed, grass, whatever it may be, and I start seeing the direction they point me in, and then I take active ingredients and then I type that in a search engine with .edu. So then I get what this company is recommending to me, and then I see the correlating active ingredients, and then I try to correlate that with some type of technical paper that I can pull from. You know what I mean? That's just what I do. So if you say I can spray, but heavy rainfall all winter makes it tough. Okay. Yeah. So at least you know what you have to spray. So that's cool. It's 37 degrees here in, hey, Can, how you doing? 37 degrees here in AB, and wondering if I should bring my runt red tree in. Runt red tree? I think that's gotta be a typo, right? Or is that a real thing? Let me look. Runt red tree. Root red tree? Oh, no, runt tree. Runt trees. Are this? Runt. Red tree, your tree. I don't know. I feel like you may have misspelled something, but if it's getting to 37 degrees and it's just getting there as the low, but it's only staying there for a couple of hours and that plant isn't blooming, let me get the variety right first. Ruby Ridge. Okay, so you're talking about citrus. Believe it or not, most citrus is a lot hardier than you would expect. Let me see. I'm gonna do a little bit of math for you real quick. Boom. Ruby red tree can grow in the ground indoors, 8B and 11. Boom. Move your grapefruit and try inside when temperatures drop below 40 degrees. Now, is it a brand new tree? Is it blooming? Because I would argue, and hear me out with this, they're saying pull it in. If it's only dipping down to 37 and it's coming right back up, I feel like that's going to build character. It ain't going to kill it. It's got to stay there and stay there for a while to kill the tree. The only time I would be concerned about those extreme dips in temperatures is if it's blooming. But even with citrus, they're evergreen, so they'll keep blooming. So it's like there's not like only blooms one time and fruits one time. As far as I know with citrus, when I had it back in the States, that thing was blooming year round. And I see people doing the same thing here on these YouTube streets. So I would argue if it's just dipping down for the night and bouncing right back, I think you'll be fine. If it's down in the 37s and it's going to be 37, 35, 32, 33, 31, 37. It's going to do that for a whole week and just stay there. And it's there for like 3 to 4 hours of your night. I'd pull it inside. But if it's just 1 or 2 nights out the week, it's just dipping and coming right back up, I'd leave it outside. It builds character for sure. Grace Gines, not Grace Ortiz. I thought she was another Grace. Happy to still see you though, Grace Gines. I have no questions. Now we were hit with almost a foot of snow today. Gross. I finally went out and checked on my greenhouse. So far, everything looking okay. I'm letting nature take its course. Lemon tree okay. Nice. There we go. That's right. See? You can. Grace Gines, she let that thing ride. Let him thug it out like my man Broke Farmer says. Yeah, we got that. We got the ruby. Okay, here we go. We got flew back. Let me do something real quick. I need to boom, put you here, boom, put you here. And then I'm so sorry, YouTube won't let me edit my comment. I feel stupid. How much do you miss lawn and garden in the winter, knowing that you can't enjoy like you did during the spring, summer, and fall? It's a great question, Marcus. And I don't want to answer it myself. I want to bring 2 of my beloved friends up here to answer it with me. So let me bring them up real quick. We're going to get you right, Cam. We're going to get you right, Cam. I got you.
I got you every single time.
Ain't no every time. This wasn't planned. So, I'm going to tighten you all the way up, though. Here we go. I'm going to get you there. Then I'm going to, when and if I change a scene, I might have to change it again. But, boom. Why won't it let me click that? That's weird. What's up, fellas? We gonna roll with it. It's all good. Man, we got Mr. Flu.
That's Gucci. I wasn't even ready myself. I was like, I forgot. I got a whole new setup. Like, I got to bring headphones and mics down, and I was like, oh shoot, I got a whole new setup. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this yet.
Right. Polo, what's up, man? How you been today?
Going on?
It's like seeing a ghost.
I know last time I said I had 5 minutes with Cam. This time I really do have. No, let me put it. I got 2 minutes.
You got 2 minutes? You got 2 ticks?
My 5 minutes. My 5 minutes normally mean 20 minutes, so I'm gonna say 2 minutes.
Okay, all right,
cool. Minutes,
well, let us know how you feel about not being. Well, you don't have a garden, even though we know you getting that itch. But how you feeling in the winter, man? Knowing that you can't enjoy it like you did during the summer, spring, during the summer and fall. The spring, summer, and fall.
I'm working. I'm good. I'm good right about now.
Okay.
enjoy your time off that you have. Enjoy your time off
I'm with it.
because when you get back at it, you're gonna be rolling. You're gonna be
Rolling.
rolling. Ain't no
Yeah,
wrong with having an
yeah,
itch, but you gotta have a
yeah.
gotta have a break every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an expert in gardening. I think you can do some gardening now as far as growing, doing all those things, maybe in the house or whatnot. But as
Mm.
far as in the lawn, man, take your time off, enjoy
You better
yourself, take
you better
your time.
enjoy it while you can.
Better.
Enjoy it while you can.
So that's your Ned Hot. Your head nod on the cam. Enjoy. You enjoying the downtime while you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not ready to get back in the yard yet.
Mm.
Like I'm just maybe. And I was talking to Polo. I was talking to y'all in the chat earlier today. Maybe it's because like the weather's not warm yet,
Right.
and like it hasn't really like it's been cold here. Like it's legit been cold. Um, and snow just left off of the ground like a day or two ago. So
Uh-huh.
like right now, like I don't have that like itch that I want to get back out there in the yard and like I want to be doing this, I want to be doing that. I'm good, man. I honestly I think I went so hard last year that I'm
Mhm.
enjoying this separation from it right now.
Right.
And I did get this little bit of an itch once the snow went away and I saw it again and I was able to look at it. I was like, ooh,
What about the
ooh.
garden? Polo was just talking about that. I think you're the best representation when it comes to that.
Yeah, so I am actually going to be dropping all my seeds tomorrow for the garden this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and drop all of those. I'm going with tomatoes, couple of habaneros, couple of peppers. Oh, I think we've been talking about it. Those green peppers that I've been overwintering,
Mm-hmm.
or the
The
bell
bell
peppers.
peppers. Right.
Bruh, I
Yeah.
think they might make it.
I
I
know they
think
gonna
I
make
think
it
I
because they
think they
look
might
good,
make. I
and
think they
it's
might
right
make
around the
it.
corner to where you can slide them things
Yeah,
back outside, especially in
yeah,
that hoop house that you have been growing in all winter. That
yes.
stayed plenty warm.
All I need is a little bit more warmth, and I
Yeah.
can slide them right in there.
Yeah.
And then I think they're gonna make it.
You would be harvesting
I think they're
peppers
gonna
in
make
April. Like, dang,
it.
how do you do that?
But yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna drop some. I gotta have my hot peppers, so I'm gonna drop a couple of hot peppers. I'm gonna drop tomatoes. The tomatoes, y'all know I love the purple Cherokee.
Did I
Love
give
them
you
purple
any
Cherokee.
soldakis? I didn't give you any of those, did I?
Uh-uh.
Those purple Cherokee are fire though. Them so
I love them
I'm gonna
purple.
send you some soldakis.
I love them purple. I love them purple
Them
Cherokee
soldakis
tomatoes,
is where
man.
it's at. That's what
Them.
I'm dropping those in a couple weeks. It's a little too early for me to
Oh
get them out right
man.
now. In a couple weeks, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a
So
couple of them going just so I can be harvesting in like May. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Peppers, tomatoes. I'm hoping some of my greens is just gonna keep going and I ain't gonna have to drop no more. I
So
think
they will. Like those collards, they'll keep going. But once they get to your summer heat, they're probably gonna bolt on you. Be prepared for them to bolt. If they're happy, they won't. But if
mhm.
they're feeling stressed and uneasy, they'll bolt, which is not a bad thing. Pick the best looking, best producer that you liked genetically, and you say those seeds, dog. Say the
Yeah.
seeds.
Yeah.
You know, say the seeds.
Yeah.
I ain't buying
Yeah.
seeds no more. You know, say those seeds. I'd have to say for me, Marcus, like it's been rough, but it's been rough because of the move. I'm looking out at a lawn that just looks like trash to me. For the average person, they'd be happy with it, but me, it's not up to my standards. I got a whole bunch of anxiety because I'm about to do a full burn down all the way around. Never done that before.
We gotta
And
talk about that too.
figuring out the materials and getting the right stuff. I'm in a foreign country. Thanks to my buddy Mo Jobs, MJ. I call him MJ because I can't pronounce his first name. I got to get that under control. And I got a video coming out for this care package he sent to me from, I'm going to name it German lawn freaks. So when you see that, there's a reason why I'm calling it lawn freaks, because that's what they call themselves. It's funny how they use, like, that's not the word that we would use in America to describe your affinity for the lawn. But in Germany, the English word they use is lawn freaks or grass freaks. So that's the name of that video. It'll be out. He sent me a nice little welcome to Germany care package. So that's cool. But thankful to him, he's literally been calling places on my behalf, talking to them in German, telling them I'm an American person here and I need XYZ. Can you help me? And thanks to him, I've lined up everything I need except one thing, which is someone to come and aerate or someone to allow me to rent their aerator. But we'll get there. So that's a long answer, Marcus. But nevertheless, there's
Hey, yo, Polo, you got a roll, don't you? We don't hit your 5-minute limit.
your 2 minute.
Yeah, you gotta hit my 5-minute limit, man.
Okay.
Hey, but before we go, I want to do one thing.
What's that?
Hey, yo, if you have not checked out
Come
Polo
on.
here, out of the 3 on the screen, I think I'm at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to creativity, and I ain't afraid to say it. So I just want to go ahead and say, man, hey, Polo, the creativity, bruh, in that video, dope, my brother, and the information, the content,
Fire.
edutainment, I believe at its best.
Fire.
Edutainment at
For
its
you to
best.
have that much
Salute, my brother.
education
Salute a OG
while
when you
entertaining. Yes, you did that, Polo. It was an amazing video. Y'all go check out that video, please. So
I appreciate that.
any
man.
parting
Appreciate
words
that.
for the people while we got you front and center? A lot of people fell off because
Yeah, it looks
YouTube,
like it was
someone was
still
hating
kind
on
of
it.
like see now, Cam, you're gonna have to play all that over because YouTube didn't want none of that to be displayed. The whole thing, the
Well, none of
audience
that.
dropped.
We
None
don't
of
know
that
how
get
much
picked
they
up.
heard or not. But
I'm sitting up here watching it, but it's just now picking back up. So everything you just said,
okay,
nobody heard none of it.
all of it because
Nobody
you was
heard
watching it
none of
live.
it.
Oh,
I'm watching it.
man.
I'm watching it, and nobody heard none of it.
Well, we'll say it all over
YouTube
again for you. We're gonna say it all over again for you.
So all right, now I had to pull it up because I ain't got my stand over here, so I ain't have it up and watching it, so I ain't
Okay.
know what was going on.
Yeah.
But
Nah, it fell
as
off.
Polo gets ready to depart, I just want to make sure, hey, y'all go check out that latest video that he just dropped. He just dropped it yesterday. Go check that video out. The information that's in there, the entertainment that is in that video, on top of, like, when you pull all of that together, there's the thing in the new term in YouTube is edutainment. That was it. That was the definition of that. And bruh, I just want to be like, salute to an OG when you see him. That right there, my brother, that was dope. And if y'all haven't checked that video, go check that video out. And then if you enjoyed it, even if you didn't, or you think somebody else might will, hey, pass that offering plate to the next person. Pass that offering plate to them, share that video out and pass it on to somebody
Yes.
else.
Yes.
Because that video, man, it was very different than what typical YouTube type lawn care videos are.
Yeah.
And I think the way that the information was presented and everything
Was
dope,
fresh.
my brother. Dope. It
Fresh.
was very different. Which is why, like, I was like, yo, before I can we always critique our videos, and then we work in team, like, we always critique each other's videos.
And we dig in.
Yeah, and we dig in, like, into, like, the details of it.
Yeah.
To where you be like, damn, man, that video was terrible, wasn't it? But it's all for the building to make sure the next video is that much better. And the thing is that video was so different. I was like, I haven't even given my full critique on it yet because I need to go watch it that many more times to put it together, because it wasn't like what I was expecting at all. And hats off, my brother. 2022 gonna be something different for Polo.
Yeah,
2022
Hey,
gonna be something
it's
different.
gonna
we
be
hoping.
different. It's gonna hit different. It already is. It
That's what we
already
hoping.
is.
We having positive expectations over here, man.
That's
So
right. We're gonna manifest
For
the
sure.
heck out of that.
We gonna
Open
speak
up
it
your
into
shaka.
existence.
What's that song I sent y'all that night? I was like, Turf is on some neo soul. What'd you say, Polo? He was like, you on your, I don't remember the words you used, but it was funny. He's like, Turf on the vibe this morning. This little
Oh man.
motivational joint that I heard my wife listening to. It was dope. I don't know what the artist name was, but he got a dope little album, full of nothing
Oh,
but
I
positive.
I saved that joint. So I got them. I got
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I'll figure them out. I put
Yeah.
it in.
But yeah, Polo, we ain't gonna hold you, man. You want to speak to the people and go ahead and step down, bro.
no, I just wanted to just hey for the ones that do see it, man. Leave a comment. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about the video.
Real
I'm
feedback.
open to anything. We're all trying to grow. We always say as the We Working team, we want to get 1% better each time. We want to level up each time. So, hey, leave a comment and thank you for watching in advance. If you've already watched it, like Cam said, hey, go back and watch it again. I share it out so that because you will be amazed at the people that don't know the information that I'm giving to you in that video. A lot of people do know. That's cool, but there's a lot of people that don't know, and I mean, it will shock you. I mean, it may seem basic, but there's a lot of people that don't know. So the main thing is just trying to get that out to the people so they can be able to understand it. But hey, thank you all, man. Appreciate both of y'all, man. Big
Hey
time.
man, we
Big time.
appreciate you,
Hey,
Polo. Thank you for the
much
motivation.
love, my brother.
Thank you for the motivation to get in the lab today. Because I wouldn't have did it without you. Straight up.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Ira.
All right, bro.
Let me see. And you knew I was going to have to do this. Don't do that.
I knew you was going to do it. Yeah, I mean, I knew it
Don't
was
do
coming.
that.
As soon as we switch. Hey, Turk don't want me to live, y'all. Turk don't want me to live.
I got you. If I knew, I could just reserve this space for you all the time. Like, all right, this Cam spot, I'm going to always have his beautiful stripes in the background, ready, locked, and loaded, because this don't belong to nobody but Cam. This little spot right. Man.
I saw Grace commented.
Yeah, I want to
she
catch
was
up. Let me catch up real quick because you
Okay,
said,
go
okay,
ahead.
you said I saw it say 40 degrees but the fruit stand I got it from has been leaving theirs out. Then leave yours out. Leave it out. They know what they're doing. If it's out, leave it out. Theirs is out. They ain't covering it up. They not bringing it in. Do what they do. You'll be fine. Aiden, what's up? The hardest working. How old are you now? 16? 17? You should be 17. Young man, I know. How about that? The trifecta. Love it. Well, it was the trifecta. Now it's just the double entendre or something. I don't know. Yeah, that was off the top. Don't feel stupid with your comment. I hit enter too soon in Les live yesterday and meant to say I can ask someone. Yeah, all right, got it. Am I rich? Can I spread the wealth? There you go. Every single brings new things. Flu said he asked that question because his neighbor is gone and so is the itch. So, it's always nice to have people around.
Marcus, man.
But Flu, you got to do. And he's moving. He is moving. Like,
Okay.
he's moving. He's like months away.
How soon, though? How soon is he moving?
Soon enough to not make it through the entire season next year.
How much of the season? Because if you make it through June, or you make it to like June,
Flu, I
there's a lot
tried.
of-
I tried.
That's the peak. That's the peak. Like when you make it to June, it'll be good to leave this area in June because you got all the glory for the year.
Yeah.
The disease pressure and all of that starts in that like July time frame. You can have that joker looking pring.
I tried.
And that's what you can remember. You can remember how good it looked. And you can be like, ooh, boy, that junk's gonna be fire. And
I tried.
You can leave it right there at its peak and
then
roll out.
Like I did.
And roll out.
It wasn't even peak, but it looked good. It looked good for the amount of time I did that much damage in a short period of time. So Toy, she said,
I think I'm gonna put our video together too.
yeah. Oh, your
I
version.
think I'm gonna,
And I
think I'm
still
gonna
need to
put
go
mine.
put together that clip that I never put together, that big leagues long when I strike your joint.
Yeah.
I need to go
Well,
put that
I'm
together
saving
too.
some of that. I got something special for that
Yeah,
that's gonna
yeah,
come in the
yeah,
spring.
yeah. I'm gonna
I seen
save
a little.
it for the
I put a
video.
couple of.
Never
I
mind. I
could
ain't
have
even
put a
gonna let
couple
that.
of I put a couple of previews in like my last video with
Yeah,
it.
I saw it.
Like I'm gonna do it.
That
Yeah,
was
it was a
dope.
couple of
I was like, look,
previews
that's
in
me.
there. But I because I got the exit scene that I don't even know if I showed it to you. I told you I had a dope exit scene for you, but I
Mm,
don't think I
I
showed
don't
it
think you
to
showed
you.
it to me either.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to put that. I'm gonna have to put that video together when I went to
Okay.
Terse,
All right.
and
I'm looking forward to it.
I did the last mow, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I gotta figure out what I'm gonna call that one.
Okay.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna call it.
Y'all help him out in the chat. What should Cam call his last Mo video? Toya, she says collar's been going since 2019, moving to the shade when it's hot. So he can't move his, and it is the shade when it gets hot because the tree that's over it.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes you never know. Some plants they still don't like it. It's too warm. It's too humid. Because Toya, you're a little further north, so you don't have to deal with nearly as much humidity as we did in Maryland. So there's that. Aiden, no, ain't no H depots around here, and they got home improvement stores, but it's not like. And I'm actually going to talk about that in the video that I'm putting together to show you what my plans are for the long, how different it is, and how much harder certain things are to do here in Germany when it comes to the lawn care. You just can't just roll up to a store and rent it. This is not a thing. Sorry for the buffering. Hope all of y'all are back. Are onion bulbs easy? Well, they're easier, supposedly. I don't know. I've never grown onion from bulbs, but it's like growing an onion, letting it mature to a certain point, or planting it late to where it doesn't fully mature, and then you take that bulb and then you place it back in the ground, and then you kind of get like a head start. All right, cool. So yeah, that's my take on that. We didn't hear anything. Yeah, we Dr. Pimp. I mean Dr. Polo. Yeah, hey Grace, what's going on? How you doing? You here? Hey, as long as you here. I was thinking Big Pimpin' when he dressed like that in the video. I know, right? Polo was clean. He was clean. He was clean as you want to be. Team Polo, y'all gonna lose. I'm just letting you know that y'all gonna lose. I might ban you for that. Nah, I'm joking on the launch. You guys are on fire. Appreciate the live streams. Hey, man, I appreciate you checking in, Super. I appreciate seeing your face, man. What? Critique it? It was on point. Only good things there. Listen, Grace, I'm telling you, when we come in to critique as a team, we look for at least one or two things. At least one or two.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what we critiqued them on, because I'm going to just wait to see when he fixes it. But there's always 1%. There's always room for improvement. That's our motto. We never get complacency kills. Complacency kills.
Yep.
So
we gotta keep getting better.
Yeah,
Gotta keep getting better.
Got to. 17 in April. Boom. I knew you was right there. I knew you was right there. Liked your video yesterday. Sorry I missed getting this out in time. Hey, it's no big deal. Late April, early May. Okay, so that's when he's leaving. So I mean, you can still drop a pound on it and just flex it, because it's still gonna look good. It'll look good for another 2 months after you're gone. Put 0.9 pounds of, you can go get you some turf builder and throw out 0.9 pounds of nitrogen on that thing, and you in there.
It's gonna be popping.
It's gonna be popping. Because that turf builder, is that ammonium?
It's like 32. I think it's like
it's a 32,
32%,
0, 10 or something crazy like that.
There's a whole bunch. I think it's a whole bunch of urea in it too.
It's a urea. It's urea, and urea make everything green. That's the trick. Yeah. What's up, Nick? Will not be able to respond to comments, but I'm driving. Nick. Hey, man, glad to see you in here.
What's going on?
Yep, in SoCal 10B. Oh, No, I got that flip. Toy, I thought you was in like New Jersey or something. You're in SoCal. So never mind. If you've kept wow, that's impressive for you to keep a collar alive without bolting in 10B for what's that, 3 years now? That's impressive. That you must got a real shaded area. But I don't think is SoCal 10B humid, because that would make a difference, I would imagine. I like that title. He talking to you, Cam.
What more can I say?
I like that. I know who is referencing.
I do too. I do too. And I like it.
I like
And
that.
I like it. What more
I
can
really
say?
like that. That's a title that I might sacrifice the whole monetization on and pull the beat into, just because I'm such a fan.
I might do it for you just on the end of that video. Put together like a little short.
Hey, you could probably just take that boom, 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 and put it at the end and won't get a copyright strike. You'll probably be all right, or copyright claim, because it wouldn't be a strike. It'd just be a claim.
Yeah.
But could you just put that?
I like that, Marcus. I appreciate it. I like that.
Just
And
put
I'm
2,
already
3 seconds in
envisioning
there.
I'm already envisioning where
I like that.
where the beat would come in and what scene I would clip it with. That exit scene, and I could go doom, 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 doom.
Cutscene. What up, bro? That's my brother right there. Congratulations. He is officially married to my big sister. Many blessings to y'all, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah. But we knew that was a J. We knew that was a J reference. Neighbor to me, I'm Tim B2. Very dry. Okay. Yes. That's collards do well here. Okay. About 20 minutes from the beach. Okay. All right. So if you're 20 minutes from the beach, you got to have some level of humidity because you're right off the coast. But still, that's collards, that specific cultivar might be why it's thriving as well.
Yeah.
I've never grown vats.
I was going to say, because that ain't no Georgia or no, what was the other one
Georgia,
that was
Morris heading.
Morris heading.
Yeah. Yeah, because them things, I kept a Georgia for like a year and a half before it started bolting. I kept the thing that I actually kept that lasted the longest and probably would have kept growing if I let it was my kale. Curly, Scotch curled, blue curled, Scotch kale, whatever that one is. That one lasted me for 2 years. And I literally just took it out of the pot because the pot was trash and I needed to make room. Y'all saw me. I don't know if you saw the video that I shared out from the Lawn Tools. I'm the first episode of LT Turf this season. And you could see that I was running out of space in my driveway. Like my driveway was swole. I couldn't even park my car over there because it was too big. My wife had to park over there because she got a little tiny car. So yeah, couldn't even park my car over there, bro.
Yeah, I did the same thing last summer, or not last summer, but last spring, summer growing season.
Okay.
I didn't have, for one, I had so much stuff. And the reason is I started so much stuff because I didn't know what I was going to be able to keep alive. I just didn't.
He planned for
know.
failure. And
Yeah,
then
I planned for failure.
one.
Yeah, and everything was just winning. And I was like, yo, we had so many peppers. We had so many habaneros. We had so many tomatoes. Like, I was like, my goodness. So this year, I'm scaling back and I'm going in with like probably half of what I did. I'm probably dropping 4 seeds of each plant that I want. And then I'm going to monitor and make sure I keep them up and I get them going good.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully I'll end up with like 3 plants of each one of those. And then I think I'll be in a much more manageable state.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, one of the things that like, as I talk to people about gardening and getting into starting a garden and everything, from a first year standpoint, find something that's manageable. like get it to the point that it's not overbearing to you and it's still enjoyable. Because I'll be honest, the amount of stuff that I had last year for a beginner gardener and doing lawn care and doing YouTube all at the same time, it was too much. I didn't enjoy it as much as I think I would have if it was on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it,
Right.
but I didn't enjoy it as much
It
because
became
it
a
was,
chore slash burden at its
yep,
peak when it was hot as all get out and you had to water them
yep,
things every day.
yep. And I got to water them every day. And then, of course, most of it was in a container and everything in the container. Like I had to water it
And we already know
every
you
single
hate
day.
watering. You hate hand
Hey,
watering. You
I
talked about
hate
that in the
dragging a
kickback.
hose. I hate dragging a hose. And I don't care if it's the water, the garden. I hate pulling a water hose anywhere. So with doing that, so I'm like, okay, if I got to do that, let me scale back this year. And that's one of the recommendations that I make to any beginner gardener. Scale to something that you're gonna be comfortable with to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And what, like, my recommendation is maybe you start with 6 to 8 plants. 6 to 8 plants, and that's what you garden with. I mean, you can go out there and water those fairly quickly, and it's not very much to manage if you're container gardening or
Right.
something like that. And I think if I was able to scale back then, and I had about that many plants to work with,
Uh-huh.
I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Right.
And then maybe this year, I probably would have went back with about the same amount
Right.
because it would have been very enjoyable. It would have been a manageable amount
Right.
and everything. And then I was like, okay, I can do this. But I was managing probably, man, I had rows and
You
rows
did.
of plant.
He had a
Man, I
pepper.
probably
He had
had
pepper row.
I
Whole
had
bunch
pepper
of
row,
peppers.
I had tomato row, I
Tomato.
had pepper row, I had tomato row, I had squash corner, and yeah, so
Uh,
so you, I probably had 30. I probably had 30, easy 30 plants, easy
right.
30 plants, 30, 40 plants.
So when you was talking about dropping the seeds, the video that I recorded today, like there's certain plants like eggplant. We don't eat a lot of eggplant. So I
Hmm.
literally just want 2 plants most because I
Yeah,
know the frequency of production and I don't want them to get so in front of me that I have to now worry about preserving them, making weird things like eggplant chips. Who like no.
yeah,
But I scaled it way back, even for like the variety of peppers I'm doing. I did 2 to 4 plant. I did 2 to 4 seeds, trying to end up with 1 or 2 plants at the end. I have. It's funny. I have a lot more space now when it comes to gardening, but I'm actually my garden will be bigger, but it's a lot more methodical and thought out. Like I've said it a couple
hmm,
times already. Like I'm trying to make sure I grow enough food to feed Little Turf. Like that's really what my goal is this season, to grow as much carrots, peas, cabbage, whatever. It's okay for babies to eat. I'm growing it if I got the seeds for it. I'm processing it and I'm feeding it to him straight out the garden. Like that's my goal this season. I'm not even growing food for me outside of like the peppers and stuff like that. But spinach, like that's what I really want to do in my space. Feed him the stuff out my backyard as much as possible. But yeah, I could definitely
one
vibe with
thing.
that. Look at
One
Evie.
thing that you
That's your
just said
thing right
was
there.
carrot.
Yeah, what about the
You said
carrots?
carrot. Um, so I grew, which I probably need to go harvest the rest of them. It's warmed up a little bit. I probably can get out there and get them. I grew some black tropical carrots,
Mm-hmm.
high in antioxidants,
Mm-hmm.
all of that. I mean, bro, when I bit into that first one after
It
I
was
got
like
it cleaned
candy.
off,
Candy.
oh,
Candy.
oh, Man,
That's how vegetables supposed to taste. They're not supposed to taste
man,
bland. They supposed to taste like they
and
loaded with sugar, bruh.
and I
Yeah.
pulled that joints out of the ground, and when I was looking at it, that was the video
Was
I
that the
sent y'all
clip,
where
the
the
IG
with
with the
the
worms
earthworms was just
going
like the
crazy?
worms was just crawling all over the place, and I was like, man, I cannot wait for this next growing season
Yeah,
in the raised bed because I just feel like the soil is
it's ready
so
now.
much better. Like
Yeah.
it is, it's kind of settled in, and it's had a growing season on it.
Didn't
The
you put leaf
earthworms
mulch on
have
it?
came, and I do have leaf mulch on it right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
I ain't gonna do nothing but make it better, man.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got like I mean, I remember what it looked like when I put that soil in the box
Hmm.
in the raised bed. It didn't look like what it looks like now.
Within one season, just like that.
It wasn't as rich looking. It didn't look like it wasn't as crumbly
Mm-hmm.
as what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
It I'm I wish I could do that in the lawn. I
Right.
hope the same thing is happening. I hope the same thing is happening in the lawn. If the same thing is happening in the lawn, boy, y'all in trouble when it comes to a
Uh,
stripe challenge. Y'all in trouble.
yeah, man. You ain't ready for that stripe challenge, bro. It's low cut society
Man,
over here, bro. I'm about to crush y'all. Y'all just don't look. You better
man,
pray and hope something goes awfully wrong with this renovation, because you're not. You're
I
not.
don't care.
Because
I
you know
don't
how
care
that low
what
cut just
mower.
look tight.
I don't care what mower you cutting
Tight.
with.
I
I
ain't say
don't
nothing
care if
about
you
the mower.
cutting that.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
care if you cutting at 1/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, a half inch, 3/4 of an inch, an inch, whatever
Hold
low
on, let me
cut
wait.
height you want. You
Okay,
don't want this problem.
I'm
If
recording.
the same thing
Say it
is
again.
happening out there,
I'm recording.
if the if the same thing is happening out there in the lawn as what's happening in that garden box right now, y'all in trouble, trouble.
uh, Peas are delicious raw. They are. Love the rich taste. Store bought doesn't. It doesn't. You know why? Because that
Yeah,
food, by the time it gets to you, is dead. It done died twice. It
yeah,
died when they took it off the
yeah,
plant, and then it died all over
yeah.
again on the way to your house. It just is dead, dead. I figured it out. Literally, the reason why stuff tastes better out your backyard is because that plant is still alive. Like it still has stuff flowing through it, and that tastes a lot different from something dead. Let me bounce back up here because Evie, he made a good point, which is why I'm recruiting Cam this year to really help me. Between Cam and my
Mhm.
man Farmer Q, Lions Crest Outdoors, I'm gonna have my drip dialed all the way in this season. So yeah, I'm with you there, Evie. Great statement.
Evie, I'm right there with you, and you can ask anybody that has ever talked to me about growing anything,
About that drip, baby.
ex- about any type of automated irrigation.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't believe there's any reason unless you want to, that you can't set up something very simple at a very low cost, especially for the lawn. And then you can also incorporate that into the garden. So I left and went on like a week and a half, almost 2 week vacation, set up a quick setup that took me a matter of 10 minutes
Mm-hmm.
and maybe $30. 10 minutes and $30. And I had a irrigation system that was now I was able to control from Mexico while I was down there. Boom. Push
You
button.
right.
I know the garden needs to get watered.
Boom.
Boop, 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 boop.
Done.
Done. Done. And I think like for anybody, especially in the lawn, like and people when they talk about doing overseedings and everything, and they're out there, man, I gotta go move these sprinklers. I gotta go move this. I gotta go move this. There is no reason if you're able, and I don't like to get in nobody's pockets, I
Right.
don't like to do that, but there's no reason that if you're able to spend the money on quality seed,
Mm-hmm.
that you can't prepare yourself for knowing that you have to do an irrigation, you have to do an overseeding,
Mm-hmm.
that you can't have your irrigation also in place,
Mm-hmm.
which is a part of that, which comes along with proper planning.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's coming. You know you need to have water on it.
You want to be
You can
out
go pick
there.
you up a 20. You ain't got to wait and get all of it at once. Hey, beginning of the season, go buy you one $20 water hose.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, then
Or
a couple
at
of
the end
weeks,
of the
couple of
season.
weeks later, couple of weeks later, hey, or you can spread it out. Hey, you
Right.
buy a $20 water hose this paycheck. 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, you go buy you another water hose.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're preparing yourself for the activities that you know are coming,
Yep.
and build that system up and get you a nice setup. There's no reason to be out there moving sprinklers and water hose. Like, I just want to use an example real
Uh,
quick.
okay.
Right here behind me, y'all
Yeah.
don't see any water hose or anything back there in this
I
lawn.
see
Like, none of
one.
that.
I see two heads. Just because I know what I'm looking for. But they're like the edge of your flower bed. Those are two heads,
I'm
right?
talking about, but in the grass
Oh
portion.
yeah.
Do you
Nah. I don't
see
see nothing.
anything in the grass portion?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But I know there's one out
There's a
there.
there's a water hose laying right on the ground that's running right across here,
Yeah.
right across
You
there,
don't even see it.
laying right on top, lying right on top of the ground. Nobody knows it's there. You can
Mm-hmm.
never see it. There's no reason for you to be out there moving water hose.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe in it.
I'm with it, Cam. You have sold me. I'm a believer. I'm subscribing. I'm pressing the like button and I'm sharing all of that. All of that. Toya, yes, the sugar peach peppers are hot. I got a video on sweetest peppers and hot peppers. That sugar rush peach pepper is hot, but listen, it literally tastes like peaches. When you first bite into it, you get like this rush of peach flavor.
Mhm.
Then the heat comes behind it, and then it kind of mellows out. And if you eat the seeds, it adds like a smoky texture to it as well. It's a really good pepper. And the more I ate them, the more tolerant I became to them throughout the season. And I usually grab my peppers while I'm outside doing stuff. Like if I'm outside watering something or I'm just walking the lawn, I see some peppers ready, a couple okra, I'll take it and that'll be my snack. I come home from work and I'm just like, I pick a tomato. By the time I go in the house, I'm full because I done snacked on so many different things on the way in the house. I grab. Oh, did something happen? Did we
That
freeze?
was that was me. That was me with. I guess something did happen because you had one.
Yeah. What happened? Okay. We're going to just keep talking. Maybe because everything was fine. I haven't. That's annoying. Oh, no. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Cam, see it. Yeah. But yeah, it's hot. It's hot, but it's good. It's one of those hot peppers that I would recommend everyone grow, even if you don't like hot stuff. Matter of fact, Broke is growing it. Broke is growing it, and
I
he
think I might.
hates hot stuff.
I might try and get some. Those sound interesting to me.
I'll send you
Like
some.
those.
I'll
Those.
send you some. I'm
Those,
gonna send you those and some
those just sound.
Sadakis. I'm gonna send them to
Yeah.
you.
Those sound interesting. I seem to have a good hand at peppers for
Yes,
some
you do.
reason.
Yeah, yes,
I
you do.
seem to have a good hand at
So
peppers.
I'll send you those two for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're gonna
Yeah.
enjoy them. I think you're gonna enjoy them. Super TA, he giving you a compliment. I don't want to read it because I'm hating. So you know, nah, I'm
Hey,
joking.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Super. You right. I mean, it is. I have, and I think I said it on my live also. I have high hopes for this front lawn this year. This is going into the third year of me growing or me maintaining and growing this front lawn.
Uh huh.
And I think from what I've seen with it, I have high hopes. of what it's gonna look like. So I'm excited. In the background, I have some excitement in there, but it just hasn't came out
Yeah,
yet because of the fact that it's just so
it's
cold.
still
Like
so
I'm
cold.
just not I'm just not feeling it just yet.
Days
But
are still short. You know.
yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. My lawn, when it came out of all of that snow and it finally melted, like the color is zapped. Like it zapped all the color out of it right now. I
Right.
don't have any snow. I don't have any snow mold or anything, but I ain't got no color in it at all either. I think I might. What y'all think about that? Put that in the chat. Do y'all want me to do like a quick little video on like what the winter status of the lawn looks like?
That'd be cool to see.
Because I've kind of been wanting to do that, and a lot of people are kind of wondering like, yo, like what does your lawn look like during winter? Like, is your lawn always that green? I
Mm-hmm.
did the Why So Yellow video. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. That kind of explains why
Right.
it happens. But I think right now a lot of people like panic, and I was like, oh, is like, I'm gonna be honest. Like last year, my backyard looked absolutely terrible
Yeah.
in the winter. It was thin, it was patchy, and the thing that I get is
But
I
that was
get
after
oak.
Pythium, right? Was that last year? You're not talking
No,
about
I
2020?
over. No, that was 2 years. No, the
Okay.
Pythium was 2 years ago.
Okay. See, I didn't know if you meant like last year, this year that just passed, or the.
Oh
Okay.
no,
Yeah. All right. Cool.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
we in
So
22
so
now,
the
so you get confused.
yeah, yeah. So the season, yeah, I've been at this for a little bit now. So when I came out of last season, like coming into where I was this past season that everybody saw,
Right.
coming into that season of
2020.
2021,
2020. Right.
coming into that 21 season,
Right.
at the
2020.
beginning of it, the backyard looked terrible. I
Yeah.
mean, it was thin, it was patchy. It just didn't look good. I've got a lot of oak trees in the back, so of course squirrels is out there digging,
Digging.
looking for their nuts. Like so, I mean, there were, I mean, huge holes and spaces and gaps and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was worried. I was about to go out there and overseed it. To be honest with you, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to come overseed it. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
no way this is gonna fill in. I put about 15% KBG in there in that last overseeding in the fall
Mm-hmm.
that I did in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and
Spring came,
a spring 21 came.
hit that thing with some
Whew,
fur, woke her
and that
up,
joke said some. Whew,
and
y'all,
you was
y'all
back on
seen it.
target. Back on target.
Back on target.
Yeah.
Back on
Flu
target.
Flu
So
said them cucumbers, tomatoes, and beetroots you gave me hit different. It seemed foreign to me because I used to because he's used to grocery store produce and the beet tops. So yeah, there you go. Aldo, one time, hoes matter. I understand. Yeah, they do.
and that's what I had to. I wanted to comment. I was trying to respond to Aldo. That's why I was looking at my phone because I was like, "Yo, that was hilarious." That's why I started laughing.
That hose game matter. Grace, well, I'm going to have to come by and show me how to hide my water lines so that I won't have to move them. There you go, Grace. She needs you to pull up, or she gonna pull up on you so you can give her.
I got you. And you know what? I think I think in the spring, I think that's gonna be a for sure video. I think that's gonna be a for sure video in the spring.
Yeah, yeah. That she's talking about. I forgot we did that impromptu MIG pepper eating contest on a live where we just all went into the garden and started ripping up the hottest peppers we had and started eating them right on the screen. I was sweating. Like I was sweating. It wasn't because it was hot. It was I was sweating and I paid for that for the next 12 hours. I sure did. As you saw, it was warm in here. I had to go open this window and turn down the heat because this, they got that radiator heat. It was booming in here. It wasn't even the heat. I was sweating because it was just hot as all get out. Oh, Evie said, what'd you say? Pepper struggle at my last house, but that's because my tomatoes took over and shaved them out. Yeah, and speaking of like starting out with a manageable space, who was it? Ben, the Lawn Guardian. He started out with a nice sized garden. My man Justin from the Lawn Whisperer, he started out a nice little small garden that was perfect. My man Clint, the neighbor dominator, they all reached out to me in the makes of their nice small gardens, and I think they started out with great manageable sizes. And I think Ben, he kept track of how many pounds of food he pulled out.
Oh yeah, Ben joints was popping last year.
Booming. His garden was he did a really. I was over there feeling like a proud dad. Like, yeah, look at my son. Look at my soul son out there crushing it.
Ben Garden was popping last year. Everything he put in the ground last year was just booming.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Humble starts, of course. Okay, you talking to somebody. Okay, Grace got one for you.
What's the first part I put down to get the green going again?
Let me close this window. I'll be right back.
All right, so Grace, for me, it's last year I was running a couple of different ferts. So I can't compare it to last year. But I just went down with my standard program. So I run a program, and I don't know if people understand the way that I approach lawn care, but if you've been following me, I am a data-driven decisions type of guy.
Triple D's.
So, triple D's. So I actually plan out all of my FERT for the year, unless something like drastically changes and I can visually see it and something's happening. I try not to deviate from that plan. So I plan out all of my applications. I plan out everything ahead of time before the year even starts. So this year, my first FERT that I'm probably going to drop, it is going to be a higher bricks fertilizer, because that is what I'm running all year on my front yard and my backyard. So it's going to be a higher bricks granular that I'm going down with. My backyard will be phosphorus free. My front yard will have phosphorus in it, which I think it'll probably be that 2277. And the reason for that is because I'm still low in phos in my front yard, which is different than my back because I brought soil in to my back. So being that I brought soil into my back, it has a higher phosphorus content. So that's the reason why I'm running no phos in the back. So it'll be a higher bricks, depending on, it's all soil test based, and that's what I go with. The fact that I'm running the higher bricks brand is because I've seen results, and I like the results that I've seen.
Boy, drive across state for that higher bricks.
Yeah, man, I've seen results from it for 2 years. A full year in my lawn and another year in other people's lawns, and like the results are there. So
yeah. That's what's up, man. Super says he wants to see the video cam. He wants to see the video.
Okay.
And then CR got one for you. She said, if you had Bermuda, you wouldn't need to oversee. You'd been good. But jokingly, Cam may be playing with some Bermuda in the near future. He might. He waiting to see if some distributors get it together, and then he may just do that. He may just do that. Maria Jackson says, "All right,
I might be coming to the dark side. To
the dark side." Maria says, "All right, y'all have a great night. Until the next video." Hey. Good night, good evening to you, Maria Jackson. And I think this is a good place to go ahead and shut it down. We've been on here for a good hour and a half.
Yeah, man.
It's Friday evening for y'all back at home in the States. I'm going to go tag in on some diaper duty and burping and feeding. I enjoyed this little Turf Uncut session with y'all. Thank you for joining me, Cam. Polo, thank you for the 2 ticks that you popped on the stage. And
Of course.
y'all know we going to leave you with a vibe as always. Cam, what you got for the people?
Hey man, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got a whole lot. I'm just saying for my lawn care people, make your preparations, get your lawn plans together,
Get the materials.
and get your materials together. Soil testing. If you're not frozen, if your soil is not frozen, make sure you get your soil testing done. I'm probably gonna be pulling mine here soon before it freezes again. The rain thawed it out, so I'm gonna probably be pulling my soil test soon. Get that done, get your materials, and think farther in advance than just right now, because that shipping is a beast right now.
Yes.
So if you think you might need herbicides, fungicides, all of that, think your season through. Think through the season,
Think it through.
and make sure you make that plan. And to my garden community, it's time to be dropping your seeds.
Drop them seeds.
Dropping them seeds.
Dropping them seeds. And with that, y'all know it. We're going to end it with we working, baby. Are we working?
We working, baby.
We working. All right, y'all have a good night.